Oops. Hello, Business 1315 Leadership class in the 2017 spring semester. I have several important reminders for you just to make sure we're still in sync. And first and foremost, let me just say I hope you are enjoying your spring break. I do understand you're on spring break. But I also understand that many of you are working and you have family responsibilities and many other activities. And so sometimes spring break is actually that time where you have the most time to work on assignments. So this is just a reminder in case you have not previously completed your assignments, and many of you have, of what is due tomorrow. Can that be right? Well, here I am in Chapter 5, and this is where we are focusing on building a team, and you have previously completed your Unit 5 quiz, but there is a discussion posting on Unit 5 that asks you to apply the concepts from the movie Remember the Titans, to take what you've read in Unit 5, Building a Team, and to see that and to answer questions about that on Remember the Titans. And I do want to walk through the discussion board posting again, just in case there's any residual confusion. Before I get into that, let's just touch base on the other reminders. Chapter 6, that quiz, is coming to a close. Today is Monday, March the 6th, and so this would be Tuesday, March the 7th, and so you know your assignments are typically due on Tuesday. So hopefully you have gone out there and taken that quiz many times and practiced and done well on that. And then looking forward, here I'm clicking on the Exam 1 category, and I see that I have an exam. Now there is a password associated with this exam because, as you see right away in the instructions, you can only take the test one time. So you want to be very mindful, very deliberate in your approach, and that means that you need to read Exam 1 instructions. So make sure you click that link. Give it a little time, because depending on the speed of your computer, it can take a little time for this page to load. And you see that this actually opens, well, I think I have it set to open the 8th, but if it opens earlier, you can go ahead and get in there, that's fine. It does close the 14th. Go through, I'm just scrolling through this, but please take some time to read this. These are your test instructions, and there you see your exam password, okay? Make sure you read to the end so that you'll understand how to see the results and view the results of your grade, okay? So please take some time to do that. And again, that was exam number 1. No, it does. It opens the 8th, okay? So what do we have coming up? Let's go back. Chapter 5, you've got a discussion due, building a team and remembering the Titans. You have your Chapter 6 quiz that you're finishing up, and then your exam number 1 is going to open. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm working you over spring break, because I'm really just giving you days in your break to finish up assignments or to start exam number 1 if you so choose. But you see that this extends far past, or not far past, but past our spring break, so you do have time to get in there, just like you had time to work on the Chapter 6 quiz prior to that, and to get a start on the Chapter 5. So I'm just giving you that option. I hope that's clear. Okay, so those are your reminders. Now let's talk about how to do this discussion, just in case there's any residual confusion on that. So first of all, read these instructions. Take your time, read through them. You notice I have some things in red here, and how you can actually even watch this video online. Very important thing. Then when you're ready, you're going to click on that Unit 5 discussion, and you are going to see 2 discussions made by me, your instructor. And these are the 2 discussions that you are going to reply to. And each one of these questions typically deals with a different character and the leadership associated with that character. You saw that with 12 o'clock high in our very first post when I was asking you about Colonel Davenport and General Savage. So hopefully you kind of we've had a couple postings now. I know we got off to a rocky start, but because some things were not set up right. But hopefully you kind of get it now, okay? So what I would do not start a new thread at this point. Do not do that. As I'm explaining to you in these instructions, what you're going to do, I would probably start with part 1 of 2, and I would click this, and only after I have clicked this, and only after I have read these additional instructions, then, notice I'm not starting a new thread, I'm replying to this thread. So then I would start to answer the question. And hey, if you want to delete all this stuff, that's just a setting that it will include that, oops, what did I do there? That it will include all that. You can certainly delete that, but that's extraneous stuff. Let me go back. What did I do? I said, here's a piece of the discussion that I have to respond to. So maybe I've already responded to part 1 of 2. Now I'm going to click on part 2 of 2 to open it. Never ever click start a new thread. Instead, open that thread and reply to the thread. And then I would just type my response right there. Okay? So hopefully that clarifies things. One more time, let's zip through this. Now, where am I in the course? Hopefully you're really familiar with this. I'm following the content pages here. So I know I'm finishing up chapter 5 if I haven't already, and many of you have, the Unit 5 discussion. I'm making sure that I've already earned my high score. Remember, there is a minimum score requirement, so hopefully you've gotten above that Unit 6, that minimum score on your Unit 6 quiz. And I'm looking ahead to plan a time that's going to be best for me to take the online test. Okay? Thank you very much, folks. I hope you are having a good break, maybe a productive break, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Thanks.